There she is. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you all for coming in. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. Let's please send out our prayers and positive energy to the vegan queen, Cherie. She will not be with us tonight, but we'll go ahead and get this show going for the plant-based diva, Nicole Richey Holiday. So give me one moment and we will go ahead and get Queen in here. Thank you all for coming. Make sure you guys share the live. And let's see, in the background you guys hear Defiant. And this latest album is his latest project. Is called Good Times, Defiant the Giant, and he is a Bay Area artist. Okay, let me go ahead and get you in. Okay, before you say anything, Queen, I would like to read your bio if that's okay.
How come I
can't
turn
your camera?
Oh.
You gotta turn your camera around.
Okay. Oh. Okay, wait.
There she is.
Let me
Hi,
pull
beautiful.
It. Hi. Let me pull it.
Oh,
I hope this isn't going to cut my head off. Can you see me?
Perfectly. Yes, I can. There she is. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. Just rushing, trying to get it together. I went to your other page first. I think you saw me, right?
Yeah, I did. But I wanted to make sure that people knew what was going on, and I was trying to have this page connected to the other one, but my tablet was acting kind of weird, so I had to say, just forget it. We're just going to go to what everybody knows, and then we'll just do it from there. So I do have your bio here, and I would like to read it first before we get started, if that's okay.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let me go ahead and pause the music. So today, you guys, on the wind down, we have the beautiful Nicole Richey Holiday, as you see right here. So I'm going to go over her bio real quick, and then we will get started with why she decided to change her lifestyle to plant-based eating. So actress Nicole Richey Holiday was born in Oakland, California. She attended Cal State East Bay, where she received her BA in Mass Communications, with a focus in broadcasting in 1997. She later earned a master's degree in 2011 in integrated marketing communications, with a focus in PR at GPU in San Francisco. In 2011, Nicole pursued her passion of hosting and co-hosting the Bay Area TV show Urban View, interviewing dignitaries, renowned musicians such as R&B singer Kim, and celebrities such as Danny Glover, Terry J. Vaughn, and Carl Lumbly. While hosting for her show, she later signed with an agent for representation and started auditioning for commercials, films, and play productions. That's so awesome. It was at that time she realized that her passion really was acting. Nicole has starred in 2012, Nicole began her acting career. She has been featured in numerous print ads and several commercials, such as Stanford Children's Hospital, Nature's Made Vitamins, and Novella, just to name a few. And Nicole has starred in numerous play productions and feature films, as well as Discovery ID television shows, Wives with Knives. We got to talk about that, Wives with Knives. And Unusual Suspects. Unusual Suspects. Aside from acting and print modeling, Nicole loves to dance and has been eating a plant-based diet for nearly 12 years. Another one of her passions is creating content for her YouTube and plant-based Instagram page. She loves to share meal ideas and health info to her followers, as well as interview like-minded individuals that are on the same plant-based journey. How incredible you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, stop.
And she's a comedian. She didn't tell you guys that part, but she is a comedian.
I wish I
I
could
had
be.
to put that post up. I had to put that post up. I promise you. When you were being the choir director, that was priceless.
Because that's what they be doing. I love it, though. I love it. They be into it.
No, for real, for real. They get us too. They get us into it too. But that was a perfect rendition of a choir director. So let's kind of get into your bio just a little bit.
Okay.
You working with Urban View. How long did you do that for? Are you still doing it now?
No, I'm not. It's been a while now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I was doing that for about a year.
Okay.
At that time, so my undergrad was in broadcasting and mass communications, and I didn't end up going that route. I worked for a few production companies and like TV stations as a production assistant and stuff after I graduated, and then I kind of fell away from that. And then around 2011 or so, I started getting that desire to be a host. Somehow I ran into someone that I used to know that was producing his own show. So it was first called Off the Hook TV, and then he later changed it to Urban View, and it was airing on the Hour. Dang, it's been so long, I forgot the name of the station. Our TV. It was like a Bay Area show, so it aired in like Oakland and certain surrounding cities, and we had a little show, so we had a little setup how we would discuss different topics. We would get questions from some of the viewers and answer the questions on how they would deal with such and such. You know, if somebody's cheating on somebody, what would you do? Kind of, we had a little format, and then we would also go to different events that we were invited to and like interviews. You know, like I said, I interviewed like Danny Glover, and I don't know if some people know Terry J. Vaughn from Mr. Hightower. Hey, Mr. Hightower! So, you know.
Yeah, she's really dope.
And like I got to interview the singer Kim, Kem. He's like, you know, soul R&B, and some others, authors and things like that. So it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And then that's how, and as my bio said, my friend was like, you should get an agent to get you some hosting gigs. And when you get an agent, they're not going to just send you out on hosting stuff. It's everything, right? So I started going on the auditions for commercials and short films and plays and stuff. And then that's when I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is my passion. I love acting. I am a fool. I love being on the camera. This is perfect. So, and then like somehow the hosting kind of started diminishing and I started focusing more on acting. I do still like hosting. I do, I haven't been doing it in a while, but I do also little interviews and stuff. Oh goodness, I'm getting tongue tied on my YouTube channel, but it was more so like the plant-based side. So I do still do some interviewing in that way. But yeah, that's how I started, and from hosting to acting.
That's really dope. Now, before we kind of go away from that, is there a favorite person or someone who sticks out most that you were able to interview during your time on Urban View?
I would say Danny Glover, just because he was really cool, down to earth, and you know, I've been following him from when I was a child, been watching him in movies and things like that. So it was really, it was just really cool to meet him in person and then actually speak with him. And then, you know, he's from the Bay Area. So it's just like, it was a really interesting opportunity. And I like it when, because some celebrities can be standoffish, you know, some can be just like thinking they boo-boo don't stink. And I'm like, bruh.
Right.
Just because you on TV. No, I'm just playing. But he was really, really cool, down to earth.
Yeah.
And I really liked his spirit. He was really nice.
Oh, well, that's always good to hear, because, you know, we have these ideas of our favorite actors and actresses and how we would want them to be. And when we meet them, we can be disappointed at times. So it's really good to hear, because he's one of my favorite, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that.
Somebody
So,
said my poop don't stink.
right? Oh yeah, that's my brother. That's Khalil. So
Khalil, you
my brother.
crazy.
If you ever need a videographer for anything, he
Mm.
definitely is the one. He is out of SoCal, but he definitely will travel if need be. So, or if you
Okay.
go down south,
Cool.
Now, do you hear somewhat of a feedback from my side?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't hear
No,
anything.
you don't hear feedback? Okay, cool. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but hopefully it doesn't pick up the way I'm
I
hearing
know.
it.
Please don't let it. Please let it be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, please. So let's talk about your plant-based diet. What was it about going plant-based that enticed you or intrigued you?
Well, the way I came across the plant-based diet was it was not just like, oh, let me try this. It was what happened was I had an injury that happened back in 2000. Oh goodness, I can't remember. Okay, almost 12 years ago, whatever that was. I can't think right now,
Mhm.
but almost 12 years ago, I had suffered an injury. I had chronic pain. Um, and my friend and I were just having a discussion one day about diet and how it plays a big part in all the different ailments that take place in your body. You know,
Mhm.
just by eliminating certain things, it can help your body heal itself. Animal products being one of them. And, we had that conversation, and that next day I went plant based like overnight. I didn't wean into it. I didn't I just cut out all animal products. And it was just supposed to be so I could heal my body. And the flare up or whatever I was dealing with got better. And then I was just like, I feel so great. I want to keep going. Like, I don't want to go back to eating meat again. And so 12 years later, I'm still standing. I think I feel good. Now, I'm not saying I never have any issues or anything. Like, there's certain things
Okay.
that, some flare ups that happen, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, in general, I feel good eating this way. I feel lighter. I feel more free. I just feel clean, you
Yeah,
know? So
yeah.
I just stuck to it and I love it. I really do. And
Now,
I love to watch a lot of YouTube of, other people
okay.
that eat this way. I get a lot of information and a lot of knowledge from just watching YouTube and other people that eat this way. And which is why I started doing, YouTube. Well,
Yeah.
not, I already had a YouTube channel, but that's why I started adding that kind of content because I like to watch it. So I like to be able to put it out as well.
Now, what when you say plant-based, like there's a lot of different words,
Yeah.
verbiage that goes along. So we have vegan,
Hmm.
we have um we've got raw, we have plant-based. What is not what's the difference, but what does being a plant-based eater look like? What would you eat for the
Yeah.
morning, lunch, dinner, your snacks? What does that look like?
So first, I just want to say that, okay, so there's like different categories, like you said. There's a vegan. The
Yeah.
vegan doesn't eat or use animal products. And most vegans are vegans because they're doing it for animal rights. Then
Okay.
there is a vegetarian or a plant-based who is eating that way for the diet only, but maybe they might still wear leather. Or like my
Okay.
lipstick is MAC, it's tested on animals. So I'm not a
Yeah.
vegan in lifestyle, but I eat a plant-based diet, aka vegan diet. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So,
Hmm.
and my diet consists, I um a lot of beans and rice and potatoes. Those are like right now I'm doing high raw, but on my normal when I'm just normal, a lot of
Hmm.
beans, different types of beans and rice and potatoes are like my staple, right? Then I eat a lot of
Okay.
salads and fruit and nuts and seeds,
Okay.
smoothies. That's my normal 90% clean way of eating. Then there's the
Okay.
10% vegan junk food, vegan ice cream,
Yeah,
vegan nachos, vegan
I've
pizza.
seen you talking about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's normally how I eat. 80 to 90% whole foods because that's what I want to focus on because I feel my
Yeah.
best. 10% I allow myself to have those little treats and stuff. Just to make it fun, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm on a high raw vegan journey, so I am not
Okay.
or a high raw plant-based journey. I'm not eating the junk food right now because there's something I'm trying to heal in my body. I'm not sick like a cold or stomach kind of sick, but there's something
Right.
going on. So I anytime there's been like some type of something going on, I'll go raw or really high raw. And
Yeah.
something about that allows your body to heal itself because you're getting more nutrition than if you were cooking your foods. When you cook, you're killing a lot of
Yeah.
the enzymes, you're killing a lot of the nutrients, right? So you're not
Got
getting
it.
everything as opposed to
Yeah.
when you're eating raw. So right now I'm eating raw, 100% clean, 100% whole foods. Uh, I'm pretty much eating raw, except for like I'm still eating my plant-based yogurt in the morning, but with lots of fruit. And then I might
Hmm.
have one potato with my salad at the end of the day, but everything else has been raw. And I can give you an example of like what I ate yesterday, for instance, high raw. This
Okay.
is like what I'm eating now. Like I had my plant-based yogurt, I had with the berries inside and chia seeds, and then I had like 2 or 3 tangerines with it. Okay, and then
Okay.
for lunch I had, I think this was yesterday, one of them days, and then lunch I made a nice cream. We call it nice cream because it's
Nice.
a nicer version of ice cream because it's just
Yeah.
frozen fruit, right? So I'll blend in with my food processor some frozen bananas as a base, maybe 3 or 4. Then I'll put blueberries or whatever the other fruit I want, and I might add 1 tablespoon of raw almond butter or peanut butter, and then I'll put berries on top, and it's like a little nice cream, but it's guilt free because it's just fruit, you know. And then I'll have like some fruit for snacks, and then the dinner if I have something more fresh for and sweet for lunch, then I'll want something more
Hmm.
savory for dinner. So then I'll have a salad for dinner with like lettuce
Okay.
and cucumbers, bell peppers. I'll put some sprouts in there, and then I'll make my dressing. I might put broccoli in there, and then my dressing. I have a staple dressing I use a lot. I have a few different ones, but my staple one is just
Hmm.
2 tablespoons of what do you call that? Tahini, some apple
Okay.
cider vinegar. I'll put some smoked paprika, garlic powder, and a little bit of water, and I stir until it gets this thick consistency that's good enough to pour. And that's like a typical day right now in the high raw world for me right now.
Okay. Now, do do you stay full? Because I know this is probably like the biggest question for people that are like accustomed to eating heavy, and then you go to raw, and everything seems so light, like you said before. It's more healthier. So, do you get all the nutrients, but do you stay full?
I stay full. It depends on what I'm eating. So like last 2 weeks ago, which is why I was doing all raw pretty much, except
Okay.
for maybe some steamed broccoli in my salads. But I decided to add back a potato and my yogurt in the morning just because it's a little more satiating. So
Yeah.
I can stay full if I eat more, but right now I'm also trying to lose some weight I've gained, so I can't just be bucking up on the calories like some of the raw vegans out there could eat 3,000 calories a day and still lose weight. I can't do
Oh,
that. Like if I wasn't trying to lose weight, then
yeah.
I could eat more and I would definitely be full. But I'm satiated after my meals right
Yeah.
now. Like the yogurt
Yeah.
and my fruit, that keeps me good until around 1:30 or 2. Then I'll have my lunch. That'll keep me good until like 4:30. Then I'll have a snack. Right before I got on my live with you, I was eating my almonds and some apples and some tangerines because I was like, snack time. And then
Okay.
that'll hold me over till dinner around 6:30 or 7. And that's just the way my body ends up getting hungry at those times. My husband's like, stop being so, what's the word? Structured. I'm like, I can't help it. That's just when I get hungry. That's just how it happens. But it
Yeah.
does keep me satiated as long as I'm eating enough. But I don't like to go overkill like some people do, like they're like 3,000 calories a day. Because I can gain weight easily, even if I'm eating healthy. If I'm eating more than I burn, I'm going to gain weight.
Yeah.
That's just for me. I'm speaking for myself.
Right.
So yeah, it keeps me full, and which is also why I added a potato, because when I eat the salad, I'll air fry some potatoes, just cut them up and have like one potato with my salad, or I could do a couple pieces of fruit before I eat the salad. That helps also satiate me.
I think that that is amazing that even though you're eating raw, you can still gain weight. You can still get up to 3,000 calories. To me, that's amazing because it's like, I know that they carry calories, but I feel like it's just, I don't know, not almost free. That's why I appreciate talking to you about this, because even though it is natural, even though it is raw, you are still, you still need to burn. You still
Yeah.
need to move. You still need to stay in motion.
Yeah, now and I'm speaking to my for myself only because of my
Yeah, for sure.
experience, because there's some,
Yeah,
because when I was younger, it was different. When I was younger,
yeah.
even just like, I'm going to be 48 next in 2 months, right? So just even just like 6 years ago, it was different. I could just eat
Mm,
clean. I could
okay.
just eat raw. I didn't have to trip off how much I was eating. I would still lose weight if I was trying to do that, or I would just be maintaining. Now
Uh-huh.
it's not just, oh, eat clean, eat raw, and I'll be good. No, now I have to really monitor, because I can gain weight so easily. So even like these last 3 weeks, I've been eating. At first, I was eating raw, and now I'm high raw. There was a few days I ate clean and healthy, but I ate a little, and I wasn't even tracking, like writing it down or anything, but just in my head, I kind of know how
Yeah.
much. So I was probably around like 2,500 calories a few days, because I was out and about at events. Cherie's
Mm-hmm.
birthday, then my husband performed.
Mm-hmm.
Those 2 nights, I weighed myself the next day, and it was up 2 pounds or so. Yes, it's just water or whatever, and it'll come
Yeah.
off, but then it's like I gotta take a week to get those 2 pounds off. Now I'm backtracking. But the point for me and my
Right.
body is I have to
Yeah.
be burning more than I eat now.
Yes.
You
I
know,
understand that.
like once I get to that goal of maintaining the weight I've gained, I want to lose the weight I've gained. Once I get there, then I can eat at a maintenance level and burn the
Okay.
same amount I eat, as opposed to burning
Yeah.
more than I eat. Yeah.
Very good. Now, Hennessy wants to know, do you find yourself having a lot of gas now that you've changed your diet? That
Well,
was one of my questions too, I have to say, because I know that eating like that, it will, activate some things, and it's supposed to be healthy to be
mhm.
able to express yourself in those type of ways. But does it, to answer her question, and then what do you do to prevent it if
Is
it does?
she asking about since I've gone high raw, you think?
Yeah.
So my gas is the same amount of gas I always have. It's just the normal living gas. No, I just have regular gas. Everybody has gas sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Now there's times where if there's certain things I eat,
Mm-hmm.
it'll like be like, baby, you might want to stay in the other room, or I'm gonna sleep on
Mm-hmm.
the couch tonight. Like there's times where, and I still haven't quite figured out what was it that I ate that made that happen, because it's not a daily thing. But there
Yeah.
has been times where, not since I went high raw, just like
Okay.
certain times just in my 12 years of eating, where I still haven't pinpointed it. Certain thing, oh, I know, plums for sure. Plums. If
Really?
I could eat one or
Oh.
two
Uh-huh.
maybe, but one time I
Yeah.
had four. Oh girl,
Okay.
I had to
It
sleep on the
was
couch. I was like, baby,
no.
stay in there. We can't go nowhere, and we cannot have company. But for me,
Like
just
I'm
eating,
saving us right now.
child, just eating, for me, my body is so used to eating a lot of raw foods and everything, and beans and all that. I don't get
Yeah.
gas just from eating that way. But there are certain things that I do eat, and I do know plums are sticking out to me right now. I know there's a few other things I can't think of what they are right now, but sometimes, oh, prunes. But
Real
anyway,
okay, real prunes I can
so
see,
for
yeah.
me, just certain things trigger it more than others. But yeah, I'd be like, baby.
Understandable. I was thinking like cabbage. I was thinking maybe, but like okay, so
You know
going
what?
from
That
plant.
did happen before, but I do. I don't really eat raw cabbage. I eat
Okay.
cooked cabbage, and it doesn't give me gas when I have cooked cabbage. But I have had that issue with eating it raw before, like in salads or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they're
Okay.
gaseous. They're gaseous.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. I appreciate having this opportunity to talk to you. I'm definitely missing our vegan queen Cherie, because
Yeah,
I
hope
know these are
everything's
things that
okay.
she really, really loves. Absolutely, you, me as well. Um, but because I have started this, 90% trying to be more vegan-ish,
Hmm.
it's been pretty good and I've enjoyed it. And what I noticed, like the last 2 days, I've tried to eat meat,
Hmm.
but it's like I can feel the texture.
Mm.
I know if it's spicy or not, but the flavor is just not there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Did you notice that when you like went like raw turkey? No pun intended, raw turkey. 12 years ago. Do you recollect any of that?
When
If
I
you
went to
Well, I
when
guess you
I
never tried. I guess you never went back to
Yeah,
meat, so
I
you would
haven't
know. You
tried.
would
So
know.
no, but okay, so let me back up. So I went 12 years ago, I made the decision to be plant-based. Now, 2 years
Yeah,
into it, I was with a guy and I made some salmon for him and I wanted to taste it, right? And it was so good
yeah.
that I started eating fish again for 3 months. Now, this was 10
Okay,
years ago.
okay.
And it didn't make me, I like worked my way up. I had like a little piece here and, worked my way up to it instead of just
Yeah.
having a whole salmon. So I was fine. But then we went to Applebee's and I had some shrimp and then I was so sick. I didn't throw up, but I had to have him pull over on our way back because I thought I was going to throw up. So this was 10
Um.
years ago. 2 years and
Yeah.
2 years into me eating plant-based, I tried the fish and then I got sick from that shrimp, and I was like, "Oh hell to the no! I'm going back
Right.
to my plant-based." But yeah, sometimes if your body gets used to something and then you go
Yeah.
back, it can have a bad reaction until you get
Yeah.
used to it again. So you would have to, like, if you want to eat meat, you just, I know you're not doing it 100% right now, right? So you're eating
Mhm.
more vegan than meat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so your
Yeah.
body's getting used to that. And if you try to bring the meat back, it's like, oh, no, I ain't used to this no more. So you would have
Yeah.
to,
It was
like,
so
little bit at a time.
crazy. Yeah, I was like, I even took my son after school. He wanted to go to McDonald's, the worst, greatest place, I guess, ever. And he got these nuggets, and like, I used to love them because before I went low carb, high protein. So everything, meat, cheese, just all the stuff.
Hmm.
And I was good with that. And I lost a lot doing that lifestyle. But when I tasted this today, which we don't eat out a lot, we don't
Yeah.
eat a lot of fast food. And I tried it, and I kid you not, it was just like I was eating paper. I was like, what is this? So
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I get to talk to Nicole, I'm going to ask her, have you run into anybody who's maybe shared that same story? Like the meat doesn't have a taste to it, or it's just not as, inviting as it once was
Well,
before.
I had a friend that I had encouraged her to do like 21 days plant-based and she was
Hmm.
eating meat and stuff. And when she did that, she felt so good um during those three weeks. And then when she went back, she went straight to eating some salmon, I think she said, and it like really tore her stomach up,
Oh,
and she was
wow.
just
Okay.
doing it for
Yeah.
3 weeks. So your
Yeah.
body's going to get used to something, and then when you do the opposite, it's going to have
Hmm.
a reaction, or you might just not have the taste for it anymore. You might just, like, I don't even want that anymore.
Yeah.
Your body might reject it. It's just like,
No, really.
if I were to try to eat some meat I don't even want to think about
Yeah. No.
that.
Mm-mm. And then I heard that during the birthday celebration, you were able to eat some of Kenny's ribs that he made out of jackfruit. Tell me
Yeah.
about that experience, because I think it's just phenomenal that you can turn that into a rib type of a
I
situation.
know. I only got to take 2 bites because I'm doing high raw, even though technically that
Oh,
is
yeah, yeah,
fruit.
yeah.
Even the wait though,
Yeah.
that's technically fruit, but in my mind I was
Right.
like, this is the junk food processed kind of food, so I can't do that right now. But I did taste it because I took a plate. He made a plate for my husband, and I was like, bruh, come here. I told him to come over. You know how they say you're so good, you'll slap your mama?
You're
I
right.
said, come over here, Kenny. And then he come over here. I know Cherie told you that I did the motion like I was going to slap him, and then he was like this.
Yeah.
But it was so good. I was like, I don't know what you did. You put your foot up in this. But it
Okay.
was really good. I'm like impressed because it's not even like the fake meats. This is actually made from fruit. And I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever had jackfruit as its normal. Uh, have you ever had jackfruit before in this normal state, just regular fruit?
No,
It's
no.
so good. It
It's,
tastes like bubble gum to
it's
me. It's so good.
really.
Yes, just regular
I'm gonna have to
jackfruit.
try it.
It's
Yeah.
really good, but it's just so hard the hard to get it out of the shell it comes in. But
Yeah.
it's
I've
so
seen
good.
that.
It's very
Hmm.
delicious, and people have used it to make all different types of things. I've had it on vegan nachos when I lived in LA. They made it like it was like shredded chicken. The seasonings,
Wow.
it tasted like shredded chicken. And then like Kenny from Sky Cafe Vegan, he made it taste like ribs. I was like, man, this is a very versatile fruit.
Yeah. No, I think it's phenomenal. Learning about it looked like a big, ridiculous green dinosaur egg or something. I was just like, what is this? It's like really overwhelming when you buy it
It
fresh
is.
like that. I was like, oh my God. I
And
just kept staring at it.
and I bought just like a fourth of it. They were selling it at Whole Foods, and
Hmm.
my hands were so tore up at the end because of trying to get the pods out. I was like, I need
Okay.
to find one that's already packaged, like a pre-packaged jackfruit where they've already taken it out. I need to find
Yeah.
that because that deterred me from wanting to buy some more because it was just too much work, hurt my hands. But it's
Okay.
so delicious.
I wonder if they have a special tool. Like you know how they have those tools for what's that, like crab legs where you can stick
Oh
the little
yeah.
thing in there. I wonder
Yeah,
if they
my
have a little
husband
tool
said
for
that
that.
too. He said maybe we can get one of them special things with a little hook or something. I was like, well, I guess we could try it, but I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work.
Just don't tear up my hands anymore. That's
Yeah, that
very
was
important.
hurting.
No. Now, does your husband also eat plant based as well?
So he is not overall a plant based, but he eats a plant based like I would say like 3, 4 days a week. I would
Gotcha.
like to say I was inspiring to him. No, I'm just playing.
I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were.
So he
Because
does
when you
eat.
see,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say when you see how you look and how you feel, and I just see how Cherie is, and she's always full of energy, and she was like, "Oh, Nicole is the same. She's full of energy and all of this," and that right there is enough for me because people are always trying to find that extra boost. You know what I mean? And if you can get it naturally, and I see it in your posts. I hear it when you talk. I see her in motion, and I'm like, to have that type of energy and knowing it's coming, a lot of it is coming from your diet and how it makes you feel. It's just really inspiring to me. So I wouldn't be surprised if you did do that for him. So he should be very happy. His organs are thanking you, I'm sure.
And I'm very blessed to have a husband that is okay with that. Or like when I
Yes.
cook, I don't really cook meat. I have done it for him a few times, but I felt a little uncomfortable. But
Mm-hmm.
98% of our relationship, I've cooked just plant-based stuff for him, and he's okay with it. Where some men would be like, I need meat. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I guess this ain't gonna work then, because I ain't gonna be cooking you meat all the time, okay? No, I'm just playing.
No, for real.
But I
Now, do
like
you
that he's
see?
okay with it. I like that he's okay with it.
No, that's big because you were doing that prior to you guys meeting, right? During your courtship, and then you guys got married. So evidently, it was a beautiful addition to his life.
Oh.
See? Now, do you see a difference in like your skin and in your hair, your nails? Does it make a difference eating plant based or not so much?
I don't know. I mean, I've always had marvelous skin. I'm
Oh,
just playing. No, well, I don't. I think it was pretty okay before I was eating plant-based. At least that's what the
Mhm.
makeup artist would always tell me.
Yeah.
Anytime I had to get my makeup done and stuff. So I feel
Hmm.
like it didn't really change. It's the same. Just like my energy, I feel like I always had really good energy. It might have increased it just a bit, but I've always been just hecka just animated and crazy and just full of energy all my life. Um,
Yeah.
just loving to dance and just, So, and my hair and nails, maybe that's why my locks grew so fast. I don't know.
They're
I
beautiful.
never can tell like what's causing something. I feel
Hmm.
like all I know is that I feel good on the inside, and
Hmm.
it makes me feel good mentally to know that I'm putting these great things in my body, and that's I'm living. What's the word? I'm eating to live as opposed to living
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah.
You know, at
Absolutely.
least 90% of the time. Nah.
Yeah. Now, do you have a favorite? I know once you have come to a point in your high raw that you feel like, okay, I've healed whatever it is that's been ailing me. Is there something that you look forward to having once you kind of go back to your plant-based standard?
So I was thinking like since I've been eating high raw, it just feels so good mentally and
Yeah.
physically to eat clean, right?
Okay.
I feel like even when I heal the thing I'm trying to heal, that I want this to be the same,
Hmm.
continue eating like this. But I do want some vegan nachos at one point. No. I might do like a little treat, a treat here and there. I
Here
miss
and there.
like, vegan nachos or, a little Beyond Burger here and there. I look forward to
Hmm.
having something like that. But I don't want to eat it as much as, I mean, 10% is not a lot, but I want to bring it down to like a 3% thing, like a every blue moon have
Yeah.
something and just
Yeah.
really eat clean and healthy and whole foods 98% of the time because I just feel my best. I feel like when I'm eating junk, it satisfies
Yeah.
my taste buds, but then I feel
Hmm.
gross mentally,
Okay.
right? And then I
Right.
feel like, why did I
Yeah.
eat that? But when I'm eating
Yeah.
clean, it satisfies my taste buds in a healthy way, but it also satisfies me mentally because I'm doing something great for my body and I don't have that regret afterwards. Like, dang, why did I feel good. So,
Yeah.
although the things that, the junk food and all that, it tastes good, it doesn't satisfy me mentally and it doesn't satisfy my soul.
I know that's right. That's really big to say though, because
Yeah.
you can't even be like, oh, why did I? Or
Yeah.
oh, I'm like so like you overfill yourself, and then you're like
Hmm.
feeling icky, all
Yeah.
over. So I completely understand.
And then I'm like, it
That
wasn't worth it. I'm like, it wasn't worth it. I feel
no,
gross now.
yeah, right. I'm telling you, you guys are really doing a number. I couldn't be in a better position to have two great people like yourselves um, to learn from. You know what I mean? And like you give so much good information on your
Thank you.
page and the YouTube channel. And so it's something that has always been concerning for me. Hey, Master Yo, thank you guys for coming in. Please share the live. We have about oh like 15 minutes left, and I want to make sure that whoever can get in. I know it's 5 o'clock and people are getting off work still, but something that I know is very important for the viewers to hear is how do you sustain yourself with things that you may be missing from eating animal-based products? Like, are there certain supplements that you have to take in order to ensure you maintain the health that you're looking for?
So I do take some supplements. So I feel like I get a lot of my nutrition and minerals and vitamins from my food. But there's
Yeah.
always maybe like sometimes I'll just check in the chronometer just to see, like make sure I get enough, right? So it might be short a little bit of what I need to have for that day. So
Okay.
that's where the supplements come in just to kind of fill the gap. So I don't take them every single day, but I have a multivitamin I take. It's called Vitamin Code Raw for Women, and it's a natural and it's food based. So I like that it's food based and it's raw. Then I take a ferrous gluconate, aka iron, and then I
Yeah.
have one that it's three in one. It's calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium. I don't take all three every day. I take it like every other day or every 2 days. And
Okay.
every time I've gone to go get my blood work checked, everything was fine. You know, there was a time where I was low in vitamin D, which most black people are because we don't be out in the sun. Nah. But and I started taking a supplement, and then next time I was good. So vitamin D, you know, besides the sun, most people get their vitamin D from milk, right? So since I don't drink milk, I have to take a supplement. And then there are some foods I eat that have it in it, but it's still not enough so that's why I have to take the supplement.
Okay. So Hennessy would like to know about dairy. Have you cut out everything dairy?
Yeah, so okay, so I eat plant-based, and I always like to be honest with people because there's times where I make exceptions with chocolate
Mm-hmm.
and baked goods, but not
Okay.
like at my house. Like I don't buy regular cookies. I don't buy but if I'm at an event and somebody
Yeah.
has some regular cookies that are not vegan, I might have one or
Yeah.
two. If I'm
Yeah.
on vacation, I might have some pancakes or I might have some chocolate, right? But
Yeah.
if you sat down a bowl of mac and cheese in my face or a pizza that just had cheese on it, I'm not going to eat that. That's too direct. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? It's like I
Yeah.
won't
No,
eat
for
ice
sure.
cream, I won't eat some mac and cheese, or I won't eat pizza. That's just too like direct. It's like bam, it's dairy,
Yeah.
right? But if it's
Yeah.
like something like a cookie where it might
Yeah.
have something in it that you know what I'm saying? So that's the only
Mm-hmm.
exceptions I make. Um, is like chocolate and baked goods, and that's only on those special occasions out and about. I don't buy it for my home. For my groceries,
Yeah.
it's all you know, animal free.
Yeah, I think that's really dope of you, though. And thank you for your honesty because a lot of times people put so much pressure just with the idea that it kind of deters them from even trying to start it.
Mm-hmm.
So, just with you saying that, and to me, honesty is like the best way we can go because it lets people know one, I'm human, and two, things happen, and three,
Yeah.
don't expect it to be a perfect journey, but do your best at staying as high elevated as you possibly can
Mm-hmm.
with what you're doing. So I greatly appreciate that. Now she said, I know for myself I substitute avocado oil for my butter. Do you enjoy avocado oil? I don't think I love avocados, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've tried avocado oil as yet. I don't think I've had that before.
I've never really tried that. And if I want butter, which I don't really use, I use the vegan butter. It's called Earth Balance. But honestly, in the last 5 years, I probably used it like 4 times when I made some cabbage. There's a vegan butter I use, but I don't really, the stuff I eat doesn't really qualify for, doesn't require butter, so I don't eat that a lot. But I do
Okay.
use olive oil sometimes to saute
Uh-huh.
vegetables or something like that. But actually,
Yeah.
I'll use the spray to be honest because it doesn't have the calories and the fat. The olive oil spray from Trader Joe's, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to know. Okay, because
Yeah.
now that I do use a lot. I use a lot of olive oil, but I didn't really take that into consideration. So now I will have
Yeah.
to check that
Because olive
out.
oil,
So
it's like
for sure.
15 grams of fat for 1 tablespoon. I'm like,
Yeah, like,
too
like we're
much.
not doing this. Avocado oil has a natural butter taste. Oh, okay.
Oh, it
I'll
does?
have to
Okay.
try it because I have never tried it. So thank you, Hennessy, for
Yeah, I
that.
haven't either. I
Yeah.
haven't either. So that's
hmm
good to know.
She also wanted to know, what is your favorite meal?
Let's see. So my favorite healthy meal, and then I'll give you my favorite junk food meal when I'm on that path. My favorite junk
Okay.
food meal would be like some vegan nachos.
There we go. We know we got to get her some vegan. Not now.
Yeah.
some time from now.
Yeah, not right
We're
now.
not joking.
But
No.
on my when I'm just eating healthy, oh my God, what is my favorite? I'm so basic and easy. Like my favorite meal would be just like some beans, rice, and like some type of vegetable. And it's all about the sauce and the condiments that you put on your stuff, which will
Okay.
make or break your meal and the seasoning. So like I'll say a staple of mine is like when I'm not eating high raw is any type of bean. Probably I'll just say chickpeas and like brown rice and like some broccoli. I might put a little bit of cheese sauce, vegan cheese sauce on the broccoli, and then put like some kind of like um I'm really spicy. I love spicy stuff.
Me
There's this stuff
too.
I get at
Yeah.
there's this stuff I get at Trader Joe's. It's called peri peri sauce, and it tastes kind of
Okay.
like buffalo sauce to me. It's like an orange color, and it just has this nice little spicy taste. So I'll put that over there. That's like one of my go-to meals when I'm not high raw is a straight up bean, a rice, and veggie dish. But it's all about the
Okay.
sauces that will just make it pop.
Do you have favorite herbs that you like to use a lot of?
Um, I always get what's the word? Confused with herbs versus seasonings. So I use a lot of this isn't I don't think this is a herb, but I use a lot of smoke. My go-tos are garlic powder, which is not a herb, smoked
Hmm.
paprika, and then I use
Hmm.
mozzarella steak seasoning. Herbs, I guess
Okay.
I don't really use a lot of herbs per se. Give me an example of
Okay.
an herb, like
Like basil or
oh,
thyme,
rosemary.
rosemary.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what? I honestly I use it sometimes, but I don't use it a
Yeah.
lot. My go-to are the three I just mentioned. Those are just
You
seasonings.
are making my whole life, you're making my whole life and you don't even know it because like I said, it's good for a person in my position, which I know people that are going to watch this later probably feel have the same sentiment that we put a lot of pressure with just the thought of it. Like, what are we going to eat? How are we going to eat it? What do we need to do it? You know what I mean? And it's not as difficult as people may think, as I may have thought. I've been practicing, like, I did it for a year once and I did it completely wrong. So I'm a little scarred because
Mm,
my eyes were like pushed back. They were really dark. Like I wasn't doing it right at all. And
mm,
instead of losing weight, I actually gained weight. And that
mm.
threw me off. You know, I'm like,
Wow.
how am I? What is it that I'm not doing? And I
Mm,
figured it was because I was eating more carbs. And that remember I was telling you that I went low carbs, high protein. So my body was not accustomed to having that amount of carbs in it. So I
mm,
don't think it really knew what to do with it, except for hold on, you know? And
mm.
it was like really kind of depressing. So the exact 1 year from my birthday to the next birthday, I was like, I'm off of this. I got to eat like what I know is best for my body type, you
Mhm,
know, or what
mhm,
worked for me before.
mhm.
But listening to you today has really opened up a lot of different avenues that were kind of pressure points in a sense. Like, I got to get these different herbs. Like, I like to cook with different herbs and things like that, but I guess I thought that I had to have certain things in order to make things pop off. And you're saying, no, not really, because this is what I use. And I don't really,
Yeah.
think too much about that part. I just get the sauces that I like and I just
Yep.
eat what I eat.
I
And I
think
think
that
that's so dope.
it just adds like it just changes the whole boring beans and
Yeah.
rice to just a whole nother level. I'm very simple. I don't like when people are like I'm not like a recipe person. I mean, I have some
Yeah.
basic go-to things I might share, my nice creams, different nice creams, different
I
types of
like your
beans and
nice
rice.
creams. Yeah, I can
You
eat
know,
that. The way you described that earlier, I'm like, I'm all over the nice cream. We can do that all day.
right. I'm just very simple. I don't I'm lazy. I don't like cooking. That's what it is. And so I just keep it really
You're
simple.
too busy to be cooking like that anyway. You got too much to do.
But sauces and seasonings will make or break your meal. Salads for instance. It's
Yeah.
the dressing for me, okay? Like
Okay.
it's really just about experimenting. Like I have a go-to dressing in the last couple of posts I wrote down what my the recipe for the salad dressing is. I do prefer making my own because it just feels more healthy and it doesn't have all the extra bad stuff in
Hmm.
it. The
Right.
ingredients.
Those
It's more,
preservative things.
yeah. So I like to make
Mhm.
my own. Every now and then I might use a store-bought kind, but it's just about this condiments and the sauces for me. Like when you make something, you can make something so simple, but if you add some good seasonings or good sauces, or like even adding hummus. I love to eat my beans and my chickpeas and rice with hummus too. I just mix it
Hummus
all
is
in, add some
good.
little hot sauce or sriracha, and it just tastes so good to me,
Hmm.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one that I wish that they had year round, but it's like called lemon twist hummus. It's so
Hmm.
good, but it's seasonal, and like not
Oh,
everybody carries it. And I'm like,
I hate when they do that.
you
That's not nice.
guys, no, not at all. So, is there a special like type of cracker or chip or any type of maybe I guess you can't really eat pita bread, right? That has other stuff in it. What do you usually eat aside from your chickpeas with your hummus?
So I'm kind of like a 95% gluten free, so I don't eat a lot of
Okay.
breads. Even when I'm not
Okay.
doing high raw, I have the special occasions where I have the vegan burger or vegan pizza with bread, right? But overall, I don't
Yeah.
really eat bread. I don't have it at the house for myself. So when I
Yeah.
hummus is usually the only thing I use hummus for is I'll put it in my beans and rice, like my only certain kind of beans taste right with hummus to me. Like chickpeas is my go-to for hummus. But or I'll put it on like my broccoli, or I'll dip it in vegetables and stuff. I like to dip in with my hummus. Is that all I use it for? There's been a few times I did find some gluten-free crackers, and I've used that
Okay.
for that. Like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods have gluten-free crackers. Mary's, I think it's called Mary's or something, at Whole
Okay.
Foods. But mostly I'll just use the vegetables with my hummus, or so. Oh, sometimes I'll do a salad dressing with it. I'll mix some
Oh,
hummus with some salsa or something like that, and to make if I want a lower fat dressing.
that's very
Yeah.
nice. Okay. I love that. I love that. So before we kind of get out of here, I wanted to ask you, what would you say is the pros and cons of eating a plant-based diet? Do you find any cons in it? Have you experienced anything that maybe was just like, or everything has kind of been a positive experience?
I would say the cons are just like going places like birthday parties or certain events and stuff, and they don't have something I can eat that's going to satiate me. I'll go
Yeah.
somewhere and they'll be like, "Oh, there's fruit." I'm like, "It's nighttime. I need a meal." You know what I mean? Fruit ain't gonna do nothing for me. What you talking about? Like, I could do fruit in the morning for breakfast, but like, come,
Oh,
at night. Well,
mhm.
and sometimes I could do like watermelon because it's heavier and it fills me up. But like, if I'm at a party, my when I'm out and about, my hunger is different. Okay, so
Yeah.
I need food, right? So that's a con for me when I'm
No.
going places. That's a con for me when I'm going places to events and things, and they don't have something that I can eat.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
and then, or like, I try to compromise and go to restaurants that friends and family want to go to. And if they go to like an American restaurant or like a steakhouse, like those kind
Yeah.
of places, it's not very fun for me to eat. I might be able to find something like a salad and some french fries, or
Right.
some vegetables or something, but that's not fun for me. So I
Hmm.
like to go to cultural restaurants. There's always something vegan friendly. Mexican,
That's true.
Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Eritrean, Ethiopian,
Yeah.
all those types of places have a lot of stuff. So the cons are certain restaurants I go to with friends that they choose, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And then going to events and they don't have anything I can eat. So I have
Hmm.
to learn how to be a little bit more prepared. Um, if I know, sometimes I might eat something first, or sometimes I might bring some extra things with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might go get something on the way there. Um, let's see, pros. Oh, just, I feel, I mean, it's been 12 years, so but my body's so used to it, so it's not the same as when I first started. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I just feel good inside, and I feel, well, my energy's always been great, so it just kind of magnified it a little bit. I feel good. I feel
Yeah.
clean. I know that I'm doing something right for my body by eating this way, and I feel, I think like some pros could be for someone that's just starting. Now me, I've been in the game so long, it don't work like that no more. But if you were to go vegan, some people, as long as you're not like eating like a cow, you know, some people, they might lose weight. That'd be a pro for
Yeah.
them. Like when I first did,
Right.
I lost weight. You know, a pro could be weight loss. A pro could be just feeling extra, having a lot more energy. Um, you know, some people's skin clears up. I feel like my skin is pretty much stayed the same, but some people that might have suffered with acne, their acne might clear up. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
um, you know, I will say also, just switching over to the raw and high raw, for me, a pro is like if I'm dealing with something in my body, usually when I go raw or high raw, it will help me heal itself. Because just eating vegan for me doesn't just help whatever I'm dealing with anymore. Because my body's so used to vegan, I have to take it up a notch, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it will help get rid of some ailments. One time when I was living in LA, I moved back 5 years ago. I was there for 3 years. I don't know. I
Okay.
still don't know why, but every single day for 4 months, I had a headache.
Oh,
Headache,
oh,
and
yeah.
sometimes I would have a migraine. I was eating plant
Migraine.
based. I was eating plant based at that time
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single day for 4 months. So I was already eating plant based. Obviously, that didn't
Yeah.
keep me from keep that from happening. So I had to take it up a notch, and I went raw for 42 days. At that time, I went completely raw, and then they stopped, and it was
Amazing.
like, you know, from eating raw, you know, I'm getting all the nutrition. You know, I'm not cooking anything, so I'm getting all the enzymes, I'm getting all the nutrients. But anyway, so some of the pros, those are some of the pros and cons. I'm pretty sure I'm going to think of some more stuff after I get off this live. I'm like, dang, I should
Don't
have said
worry,
that.
that's okay because we're gonna do this again. I had to, honor our day, but I know the Queen wants to be in here with us, so we're definitely gonna get you scheduled for another day so we can all three be together.
Yeah,
So whatever we missed today, we'll definitely pick it up our second go
for
round,
sure.
because these conversations need to be consistent and reoccurring, because the vegan lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle is definitely something that's here. It's staying and it's
Hmm.
growing really, really rapidly. Even with like Cash, developing a whole distribution
Mm,
for plant-based and vegan products to come
right.
out of one hub. You know what I mean? I think that's phenomenal.
That's
And
awesome.
because that's happening, it just further lets me know how big the industry is, that we maybe just can't see because, it's a little harder to find things that we
Right.
want, but it doesn't mean that it's not out there.
Yeah.
So, um, before we go, I always ask our special guests to please leave us with something positive on a positive note.
Everybody that's watching this live and that's going to watch later, you are destined for greatness. And God's got you no matter what you're going through. He will push and bring you through it. He will give you the strength you need. Just trust in Him and continuously have faith in Him.
Amen. Oh, that was beautiful. I don't want to say anything else. All I want to do is say thank you because I don't want to say anything after that. So thank you so, so much. I appreciate you, beautiful. And I can't wait for us to do this again. You
Yeah.
have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. And if you are up and around at 7, join us on, Bitches to Queens. We're going to be talking about the butterfly effect. So if you have any take on that idea, please get in the comments and let us know what you
That's
think. But
today
for
at 7.
now,
Today at
and
7.
today,
Okay.
yes, ma'am,
Girl, you are busy, okay? You
all
got
the
like
time.
105 shows.
Listen, I'm trying to be like you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it going. I'm trying to be like you. So, but I thank you to Hennessy. We greatly appreciate you being in here from start to finish. I'll definitely let
Thank
the
you,
queen
Hennessy.
know that you are deserving of whatever her special gift is going to be for today. So again, thank you guys so
Thank
much. This
you.
is the wind down. Make sure you follow Miss Nicole at plant-based Nicole Richey, right?
My plant-based page is at plant-based Nicole Richey.
There you
I'll
go.
put it in the comments after we get off. After she posts this, I'll put it in the comments. So it's
Yes.
at plant-based Nicole Richey, and then my regular
Yes.
lifestyle page is at Nicole Richey Holiday.
Yes, and please also, if you can put in your YouTube channel so people can go and subscribe and follow you over there as well.
Yeah, and once you guys follow me, my YouTube is in my bio, so you can just go to my bio. I'm sorry, I'm writing down my handle right now. I just put my regular lifestyle page, so go to that one, follow that one,
Yes,
and then go to the bio, and then you can get my plant-based page on there,
everything else.
as well as my YouTube.
Absolutely. Please
At
go and follow her.
And thank you guys for watching. Who is that? Hennessy? Is that your kin?
She's just a dope person. Yeah, she's a dope person.
Oh, thank
And
you,
she
Hennessy.
definitely sticks in and she supports everything. And I just love her very, very much. But she's not too far from us. She's in NorCal too. So
Okay.
she's just a really dope person. We'll have to
Oh,
get, she
nice
likes
meeting
to
you, Hennessy.
skate.
She
So
likes
we're
to
gonna try to
skate.
get we're gonna get a skating event together so we can all go and show out. Y'all will show out. I will try to keep up, but that's okay.
I miss skating.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank
See,
you so
yeah,
much.
no, we're gonna get it together.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you bringing me on your show.
Absolutely, anytime and every time,
And God bless
anytime and
you
every
all.
time, please.
God bless
Yes,
everyone
thank
who's watching.
you guys. Have a great night. This is the wind down. That is Nicole. You guys make sure you go and follow her and support her. She is phenomenal, as you already can see and hear. And I will see you guys next week for the wind down, or later tonight, or the butterfly effect. So see you guys later.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.